In December of 2018, my father came to me and he said, I feel like it's time to transition, lead pastor of Christ Rock Fellowship. The questions we had to answer was, what does the Lord want us to do? What is his vision for us in this season as a church? The picture we got was this passing of the baton like you do in a race.
To pass the baton is for each generation to pass the Christian faith and heritage to the next generation.
Where even the one who's receiving the baton has to run before that handoff takes place.
You both have your hand on it and you run for a bit and then the person lets go.
Trust that the Lord will do more in the next generation than he did in yours.
When it's done well, it's seamless. Hi, I'm Jonathan Engstrom. I'm the lead pastor at Christ Rock Fellowship in Lynnwood, Washington. I've been part of the fellowship network for 20 years.
I am Carolyn Engstrom, and I am co-lead pastors with my husband, Jonathan. Our church is very much a family church. We have lots of small groups. We have lots of families.
We're a church that has a heart to be a house of prayer for all nations. We've been sending people out to other nations, but now what we're seeing in this time is this area is where nations are now coming to. My father said, I feel like it's time to transition, and I'd like you to be the next lead pastor of Christ Rock Fellowship, you and Carolyn.
I can remember suddenly I kind of felt tired, and I was thinking, oh my goodness, I'm changing, and it's maybe time to think about doing this.
I know for me, I'd been in a church where transition had happened from family, but it was a rough season in the church. So we really wanted to do it well, but we just really didn't know how to do it. We
definitely had a lot of questions, and so we reached out in fall of 2019 to see if Pastor Steve Holder would come, just help our leadership team through the process.
Leaning into them to really grab hold of their wisdom, what they know would really work, would really help us, would really encourage us in this process. There's just nothing like that because not a lot of people understand the dynamics of ministry. They really encourage who we are and they help draw that out so that we stay focused on what the Lord wants.
It was a real encouragement to our leadership team, and a lot of credit to my dad for the way he handled it.
Because we also wanted to understand for Jon and Judy how to transition. You're transitioning not just a complete vision and changeover in the house. You're transitioning people.
There are things that are hard to give up. But the best thing we can do is to submit that to the Lord and know he has a plan for us as well.
We're here just to step in wherever needed, but actually we're kind of stepping aside so that others can step in. Our joy is to see the next generation coming forth. We just have such confidence in them. We have such confidence in the Lord and in the people who are working with them.
Love in the last days is kind of our theme, and they have that DNA.
Their vision really was house of prayer for all nations with a heart to disciple, equip, and send. This is still who we are. Methods might change, personalities and the styles might change, but the vision still remains.
If you're the kind of minister really in need of connection, then the Fellowship Network really is for you.
The Fellowship Network has been a tremendous source of support for us. A network of people around you who can empathize with the challenges and the trials you go through as a lead pastor, really encourage you and stand by you. And we've just seen that so many times, the relationships we've built, that people have been there and been such an encouragement and strength to us.